Greg, thank you for joining and speaking to Bloomberg Quint. Lockheed Martin has introduced a brand new F-21 jet for the ongoing battle for the India's defense deal, about close to 114 jets. Talk to me about that sudden change from F-16 to F-21, and how do you differentiate from the rest of the 7 competitors that are eyeing the big, defense deal?
Yeah, so thanks for the question. We're very proud to unveil the F-21 here at Aero India in Bengaluru. We think that this aircraft is uniquely suited for the Indian Air Force. This is a very unique configuration that is not being offered to anyone else in the world. So the designation F-21, 21 for the 21st century, is actually very unique to India only. And there are some features that I can point out that are external, and there are obviously some features internal. Some of it is competition sensitive, so I won't be able to talk about. But the things I can point out is, for example, you have the aft dorsal fin. That's new to the aircraft. You have a triple rail launcher that increases the weaponization of the aircraft. You have an IRST pod that is new to the aircraft. And it's a probe and drogue refueling capability, which is also new to the aircraft. So it's a 12,000-hour service life aircraft, and it's really the right platform, the affordable platform, being a single engine, 30 to 40% cheaper than a twin engine from an operational standpoint.
30 to 40% cheaper than the other 7 competitors in the market?
Yeah, 30 to 40% cheaper in terms of the operational cost compared to twin engine aircraft.
What are you proposing as part of the deal? Is there going to be a technology transfer, part of the Make in India campaign as well?
Yes, so we have our strategic partner, Tata. We've had 2 joint ventures in the country for the last 10 years with Tata, and we make the C-130 empennage as well as the S-92 cabins, and we will be producing the F-21 if we are selected in the Indian competition. We have already committed that all future F-16 wing production will happen in India, and with our strategic partner, Tata.
So there's going to be entire technology transfer for F-21 in India?
Yeah, so whatever will be required and specified in the RFP, we will be fully compliant with that.
It also means you have to freshly apply for an RFP, given that you have just introduced this platform. Does that put you at a disadvantage coming late in the market?
No, so when the EOI and the RFP come, we will be responding with the F-21 configuration.
And Vivek, you have dealt with especially INDIA-U.S. deals, defense deals. How much time do you think it'll now take for this deal to get over?
Yeah, we'll be governed by the Government of India timelines on this, and what the requirements are and when they would like to pursue an acquisition. That will be totally guided by the Indian Air Force and the Government of India.
And also, as per the contract, it says that Indian government will be selecting the strategic partner and the OEM separately. Now, all the players are anyway doing their strategic tie-ups. What happens in case when the Indian governments, go and choose the partner?
Yeah, we will work with the framework that the Indian government prescribes. As I said, TATAS and us have been long-term strategic partners in any case over 10 years, and we're doing a lot of work together, and we hope to continue that and deepen the relationship.
And also another thing, as part of the contract, Indian strategic partner will have a majority control. Does that put you at a disadvantage? Would you prefer, as a Lockheed Martin, to have a majority control over the operations?
See, in order to produce a fighter effectively in a timely manner with the quality and performance, you need an entire ecosystem. Of course, we and Tata are strategic partners, but we have talked to 190 companies within India on a pan-India basis. Not only large, medium, small companies, a lot of pockets of excellence. And so it is a grouping of all those companies and a grouping of all the talent and resources in the country that can come together and produce the aircraft. We've done this before. A few months ago, we had a supplier conference in Bangalore where we brought 19 of our Tier 1 suppliers, and we brought 69 Indian companies together so that we can all have a conversation on how we can move forward. We'll be doing similar supplier conferences into the future again.
Right. And also, what kind of more, because you have been hailed as, someone who's been cracking big defense deals. What are you looking for Lockheed Martin in India besides the F-21?
See, the US-India relationship has blossomed the time I've been working for the last 15, 20 years. It has blossomed. The defense relationship is increasingly strengthening. India has been declared as a major defense partner. And I think the business-to-business relationships are the ones that will drive further growth. And there's a lot of potential for growth, technology, innovation, and both ways, from the US to India as well as India to the US. And I see that relationship growing exponentially in the next several years.
Right, and coming back to F-21, you'll be bringing your entire production line, it'll give you a technology transfer. But the contract is for about 114 jets. Some may argue, bringing the entire technology transfer to India will not be in the best of interest, given that you'll need more deals then. If you're coming to India, you would prefer more contracts.
Well, we place a lot of trust in our relationship with India, and we've been in India for 25 years. And the trust is based on the capability and the resources that we see in India, and the affordability and talent pool. And so you take all those factors together, I think regardless whether the number is 114 or it grows to some other number, we are very much committed as a company to India and to undertaking a project of this nature.
And last two quick questions. What about the manufacturing costs here in India? How can also impact the overall cost of making a jet?
I think it's very attractive. The affordability index in terms of manufacturing costs in India is very attractive, and the economics of being able to do manufacturing in India is very attractive. The government has had several initiatives, Startup India, Make in India, Skilling India, and all those help contribute to making India a very attractive manufacturing destination.
But at the pace at which all these defense deals take time, is it a bit frustrating? You would rather prefer these to take lesser amount of time?
I think governments all over the world take their own due time in such large and significant acquisitions, so it's nothing to be surprised about that these required a lot of deliberations and methodical judgments on what is a priority, which particular capability is a priority, what is the threat scenario. And so these are natural conversations that happen. But at the end of the day, I think I must congratulate the government of India and to always do the right thing and get the right capability that they deserve.
But you have dealt with the Indo-U.S. relationship. What's your sense? How much time will it take now for the finalizing of this deal?
I think things will continue to pick up pace, in my opinion, in terms of the relationship. And therefore, one hopes that the pace of defense collaboration and trade also follows suit.
And lastly, before I let you go, what gives you the competition? I asked you that question in the beginning as well. There are 7 competitors in the market eyeing for the defense. What gives you the confidence that F-21 is the right bet?
We are prepared to meet anyone at altitude. We are the best offering in terms of capability, in terms of the Make in India, in terms of the ecosystem that we provide. Having the world's largest fighter ecosystem, we can bring a lot of breadth and depth to that relationship.
Do you have a plan B in mind in terms of if you're not able to crack the deal, how much committed you will be in India as far as the defense deal is concerned? And also what's the future of F-21 in that case?
There is no plan B. We are very committed to India. F-21 has uniquely been unveiled for India, and we hope to continue the conversation with the government as well as with our industry partners.
All right. Avik, it's a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for your time.